Okay, so now see, previous classes we discussed about virial equation of state. These equations are used to calculate molar volume of gases. But these virial equation of state can be used at low pressure, that is very less deviation from ideality. If we use virial equations at high pressure, they give inaccurate results. That is, their deviation will be very high from ideal or experimentally calculated volumes. Therefore, cubic equation of state has been introduced. The first such equation is introduced by van der Waals. You are familiar with this equation. This van der Waals equation tells that P is equal to RT by V minus B minus A by V square. In this equation, two correction terms introduced, that is A and B. So this A and B contribute to pressure correction and volume correction and can be calculated from critical properties. Now this A and B can be calculated from critical temperature, critical pressure. These values are given. This is A is equal to 27 R square TC square by 64 PC, and B is RT by 8 PC. This is valid for van der Waals equation. Now, how these constants are calculated? These constants are calculated by taking a derivative at the critical point. If you see the curve of PV diagram, the saturation curve, saturation liquid line and saturation vapor line meet at critical point, that is critical temperature, critical pressure and critical volume. So if we differentiate that equation at critical point, we will get the constants. But what happened? This van der Waals equation of state also gives less accurate predictions for certain gases at moderate to high pressure. And also sometimes deviate from the law of corresponding state. The law of corresponding state, as you know, tells that at same reduced pressure and same reduced temperature, all gases have same reduced compressibility factor. But when the compressibility factor calculated by using van der Waals equation, they do not give the same critical compressibility factor. So that's why van der Waals equation is not accurate. So there was a chance of development of many other equation of state. But the question is, it is difficult to remember so many cubic equation of state. So there was a need to express this cubic equation state by representation of a general equation. So the general equation, I will just discuss two forms of this general equation. One form is P is equal to RT V minus B minus alpha T by V plus epsilon B plus V plus sigma B. So a alpha function is introduced here, which is a function of temperature. Another constants epsilon and sigma also introduced apart from A and B. So we will see what are these constants for various equation of state. Of course, historical important, the van der Waals equation, then also the Redlich-Long equation, but practically application, the Savy-Redlich-Long equation, SRK, and the Peng-Robinson equation. So practically you will find the industrial application of the cubic equations are number 3 and number 4. Okay, but they are complicated. So for easy understanding, easy calculation, we will solve some problem based on Redlich-Long equation. Okay, Savy-Redlich-Long SRK and Peng-Robinson equation can be rapidly solved using some computer program. So computer algorithms are available which can be used to solve those equations. Now, how the parameters of the cubic equation of state are calculated? Remembering that the first derivative, partial derivative of P with respect to V at critical temperature is 0 because the curve changes a direction. The curve changes a direction at critical point. If you see at critical point, the solid curve change a direction. Hence, its first derivative is 0 and also its second derivative is 0. Dou square P by dou V square at critical temperature is 0. So equating this equation to the original equation and solving the equation simultaneously, we can find out the parameters of cubic equation of state. Now, after this, in the generalized cubic equation of state, we have so many constants, that is this epsilon, sigma, and this also we need to express in we have to express these constants in terms of critical properties, and also we have to find the value of these constant for different equation of state that will be presented in a tabular form. Now see what are the expression for the parameter B and alpha function alpha TC. Okay, so B is expressed with a function omega RTC by PC. So our objective is to express this equation state parameters in terms of critical properties. So here omega is a constant and alpha TC is a function psi R square T square by PC square, or AT is equal to psi alpha TR omega R square T square by PC. So you know A and B are original constants, even they are present in van der Waals equation of state. But these A and B, they are present in other equation of state with with some other functions. So the some other functions are defined here. So here, you know, this alpha t is having a function of reduced temperature and eccentric factor. Okay, r square tc square pc square are already there from the beginning. So the equation of state which follow the 3-parameter corresponding state will have this eccentric factor, that is the third parameter of the corresponding state. Okay, so the last two equations, that SRK, Savy-Redlich-Nong equation, the Peng-Robinson equation, they have this omega or eccentric functions. So this is the functional relation, the exact relation, we will see it. Then again, we have to, by simplifying this various equation of state parameters and expressing them in terms of the reduced temperature and pressure, and writing the cubic equation of state in terms of Z, we can have this type of equations. So this is just only transformation of equations for the purpose of easy solution. Otherwise, it is very difficult to solve. So we have to bring some form so that it can solve very easily. Again, this is one form. The another form also I will show you in the further slides. So here, the thing is that these equation of state are normally solved in computer algorithms. So again, these problems are solved with respect to iterative methods. Iterative methods can sometimes converge, sometimes also may not converge. So by keeping the view of convergence criteria, these formulations have been developed. Okay. Again, what you will have, a cubic equation of state can calculate the volume of saturated fluid and also the volume of saturated gas or vapor, or the volume of vapor at any temperature and pressure. Now you know, same equation will have two roots. One root may corresponding to liquid volume, another root may correspond to vapor volume. But the difference between liquid volume and vapor volume are wide. You know, volume of liquid water and volume of steam at same pressure. That is a density of liquid water and density of steam at same pressure. It may be 900 or 1000 times more. So with this difference, the equation may not converge. That's why they have separated the equations. One can be used to calculate the liquid volume, another can use to calculate the vapor volume. So let us see this equation, roots of generic cubic equation of state for calculation of liquid roots or liquid like roots is given by this equation. Then the roots for vapor and vapor like roots given by this equation. So these equations normally solved by iteration method. In iteration method, you have to assume the initial value. So what should be the initial value of Z when you are trying to find the vapor volume? So you can assume Z as the value of ideal gas, or assume the gas can be ideal gas. So if you assume the Z is equal to 1. So the first starting assumption of Z is 1 for vapor volumes. Then what should be the starting value of Z for liquid volumes? For liquid volumes, the starting value should be beta, that is your compressibility factor. The beta value is 0.01, in that range, something which is normally gives the starting or initial guessing of this Z. Okay. Then there is a question why it is useful to express the equation of state parameters in terms of dimensionless quantities beta and q, and again in terms of reduced temperature and reduced pressure. So you know the usefulness of expressing the equation of state parameter is to make one generalized equation for all the equation of states. So in that, all see the number of equation of state now maybe 100. If you search the literature, you will find 100 equation of state, but it is impossible to remember 100 equation of state. So we have to express in a generalized form. So that's why these parameters are introduced, and they are expressed in terms of critical temperature and critical pressure as derived originally from the PV diagram. Now let us see what are the parameters or equation of state parameters for this 4 cubic equation of state. That is the value of this constant. So in this generalized equation, if you put this sigma, epsilon, omega, psi values, you will get the individual equation of state. That means put this value alpha TR is 1, sigma is 0, epsilon is 0, psi is 1 by 8, and omega is 1 by 8, and psi is 27 by 64, you will get van der Waals equation of state. Similarly, if you put other values, we will get the other equation of state. Again, we know the first two equation of state are from two parameter corresponding state principle, and the second two, that is SRK and PR equation of state, are from three parameter corresponding state principles. So they involve the third parameter, eccentric factor. So the alpha function for SRK is given by this expression, and alpha function for Peng-Robinson equation given by this equation. Okay. So there is a question. In the question also, I have given the relation of this beta and Q in terms of critical pressure and critical temperature. The question says that the vapor pressure of N-butane at 350 Kelvin is given. Find the molar volume of saturated vapor and saturated liquid of N-butane at these conditions by using RK, Redlich-Long equation of state. So for the liquid and liquid-like routes, that is when you are calculating the saturated liquid volume, you can use this equation. Z is equal to beta plus Z into Z plus beta, 1 plus beta minus Z by Q beta. And for vapor volume, saturated vapor volume, you can use the other equations. Okay. So, you know, solving these equations, the approach is iterations. Assume the value of Z, calculate from these expressions, then replace the new value of Z as the calculated value and continue the iteration till both sides are equal or till there is no further change in the Z value. So mostly 3 to 4 iterations you will achieve the result. So here the calculation steps are: first we are calculating TR, that is reduced temperature. Reduced temperature is actual temperature by critical temperature. Then PR, reduced pressure. Reduced pressure is actual pressure by critical pressure. After getting these two values, to calculate Q from this equation, all these psi and omega values are given in this table, psi and omega, and the relations also given. Beta and Q can be calculated. So calculate this Q and beta values. Once you calculate this Q beta values, put in this equation. In this equation, your unknown is beta and Q. So put in this equation and frame the equation. For example, for vapor-like route, this is the equation. Then you start iterating and find out this Z. So by iterative solution, start with the value Z is equal to 1, that is assuming ideal gas, and substituted on the right side. Then calculate the left side and return to the value and continue this cycle. So when you will not see any further change, that is the final solution. So here we are getting final solution Z is equal to this, and calculate V is equal to ZRT by P. So this is your volume. Similarly, for liquid-like routes, the equation is given. You have already calculated beta and Q. Then put in the equation. Put into the equation and start the iterative solution. Value Z is equal to beta. This is the initial gas. Initial gas, isothermal compressibility factor. Then the beta value is 0.026 here, what is calculated, and start the iteration till you reach a stable value, and the final value in this case Z is this, and after getting Z, calculate V is equal to ZRT by P, which is coming this. Okay. So this is the generalized cubic equation of state and solution when considering in separately saturated liquid volume and vapor volume. Next, we will see how this cubic equation of state can used as a standalone. That may be tomorrow. Okay. So I will stop here, then we will start discussions, question and answers. I have already given you the assignments from chapter 4 or unit 4, that is the last unit. This comprises of part 1, part 2, part 3, and the last date of submission of this assignment is 15th May. Okay, so we will start discussion of any doubt clear or anything. Okay. So see, for assignments, I have given question as well as answer. All of you, please remember the answers also given. So you have to just write question and answer and submit it.